But then I got back and I started making movies, and I've raised some money to. I guess that's all quite interesting as well.
What is interesting?
Well, because when I moved back, I decided I wanted to make a feature film.
Okay.
And I was 22 or 23, and so I had this mad idea where I got my friend's little brother's yearbook from this private school,
mm-hmm.
and in it had a list of all of the parents and their addresses.
Okay.
And so I wrote like 200 letters I found out the richest parents, and then I wrote a letter saying I'm making a film and would they like to invest.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Wait, this was your high school yearbook?
No, it's my friend's little brother's high school yearbook.
And why? What was you were like, how did that letter start?
It was, you don't know me, but
Was it really?
Yeah. I think it was something like that.
And did people give you money?
Well, I got like 5 responses. I got a few responses like, how did you get our address? And like people annoyed that I would contact them.
Yeah.
But then I had a handful of people, like less than 5, who were interested in investing. And of that, 2 people did.
That's incredible, that ingenuity.
And then
That's very Hollywood of you, because you get to this town, you don't know anybody, you got to get an agent or a manager, you just start sending blind, cold emails and postcards out. That's very smart of you.
Well, it was through necessity, really, because when I moved back from Cape Town,
you had no money.
I had no money, and I got a job working for Marks and Spencer's in London. Marks and Spencer's is a bit like like Target or something.
Okay.
And I was working in the customer complaints department. And one morning, I was in there and I was really hungover, and I opened a package. I would open these letters of people complaining, and there was a package, and it was a dead fish with someone's vomit in a bag, and they basically said the fish got them sick and they were sending their vomit. And I got up and I walked out. And then as I was walking out the building, they called me to say I was fired.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I was just like, fuck this.
Jeez.
I'm not doing a normal job ever again.
Yeah, that's nuts.
And I never have.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Good for you. That's amazing.
Right.
So these 2 people fund the film.
Yep.
You make it?
Yeah, we made it.
This was the first movie
you did? This is the first
did?
one, yep.
Did they recoup their money?
I don't know that they did. I mean, the movie got released.
In fairness, you did say at the beginning, money's not your strong.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The film came out. It came out internationally.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good for you.
And it premiered at Leicester Square, which is like the equivalent of, Hollywood Boulevard, like the big cinema in London, basically.
In Covent Garden?
Near Covent Garden, yep.
What's up?
Yep, exactly.
I know my London
You're in the know.
locations.
Just around the corner from there.
Okay.
So that was kind of cool. And
how did you get the distribution?
I just got picked up by some. What did we do? We took it to Cannes, to the film festival.
Don't you submitted it and got in?
No, because Cannes is like a film market.
I know.
At the same time,
right?
So you basically take stuff over and you try and find a sales agent.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And distributor. So we did that and we found a distributor.
Good for your hustle is incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I've always managed to hustle money. Like I have an ability to do that. I have an ability to take an idea and sell it to someone.
Yeah.
And for however many years now, 25 years, I've managed to stay alive doing that.
That's awesome. So it went international. Mm-hmm. And then once that happens, do they pay? Wait, how does that work?
Well, normally they give you like a minimum guarantee up front,
okay,
and they get some money. But it was a bit nefarious with these investors. Like I don't really know, because a lot of rich people invest in film as a tax write-off, and I've had this happen several times. And so they don't actually want the films to make money, because
right. It's like the producers.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's they're trying to write off money against their tax bill of their successful company against something that isn't successful.
Right.
So a few times when I've made something and it's more successful than they were anticipating it. They just thought I was some punk kid from a little village who had a dream of making a film and nothing would happen with it. And then when it got released, it kind of fucked up their problems of writing off 50 grand against tax or whatever they were trying to do. So yeah, I did a couple of films with them.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
So they give you money up front, but you shot it yourself. So presumably it covers everything and it gives you some extra cushion.
So I would live. Yeah, I lived off that.
Did you have a rep at all at this point, a manager or anything?
No.
You did this all by yourself?
I'd never got repped until just before I came to LA.
Really?
I could never get one. Every year I'd send my show reel to ICM in London, and 2 months later it would come back in the post unopened.
What?
Yeah.
Is there a lot? Obviously they're a big company. Is there a lot of reps in London? I feel like there's got to be a number of them.
Yeah, I mean, back then there were just the few big companies basically.
Okay.
But it's a very, it's like everyone who does films is part of a clan in England, and they all know each other. And to be an outsider and try and break into that, I found it much easier breaking into Hollywood than breaking into England. And as soon as I had the opportunity to get out and come here, I was like, fuck you guys, I'm off.